I see a lot of people complaining about cost of living, increase in prices of everything. And I mean, yeah, man, like I feel it. Yep, sure. It's real. It's legit, but there's nothing you can do about it. That's a lie. There is one thing you can do about it, and that is earn more money. Simple as that. Get a better job, study, put in some hard work, do something. There is also another thing you can do: reduce your expenses. Those are the two things that you have complete control over. I didn't do very well in school. I actually did year 12 and got like a 49. Like I didn't even get into uni. I couldn't even do an art degree. And now I make 200k a year. So I was kind of lost at the end of high school. Didn't really have any direction. I was just working at IGA. That's all I could do, Just working in a small town in rural Western Australia, working at an IGA, making, pennies, pushing trolleys, filling shells, and I saved up enough money to enroll into what's called a pre-apprenticeship course that you can do at TAFE, and basically just gets your foot in the door, sort of shows that you are showing initiative and you actually want to learn and become something. It's like the stepping stone to actually getting a full-blown apprenticeship in Australia. Because in Australia, the trades are actually held in a bit higher regard than other places around the world. For whatever reason, I don't know. We do have very, very strict regulations around our trades, especially electrical. There's a 400-page book going over like literally every possible scenario you could think of. Anyways, I digress. So during my pre-apprenticeship, I got put on work experience. You had the opportunity to get placed. You work for free at different electrical contractors in the town. And I'd get to that workshop before everybody else at like 5:45 a.m. and I'd freaking look like, this is the first time I've even been to the workshop. I've never been to this place. Some massive tin shed with all these like utes parked out the front. People walking around in like high vis. There's like an office building, and here's me like a little 20-year-old just like walking on in. Like I'd walk in and I'd look around and I'd look for the nearest broom and just start sweeping, man. I'd just start sweeping. I'd do that everywhere, and I did that at enough places, and eventually one place actually took me on and as an apprentice. So I was able to complete my 4-year apprenticeship, become a qualified electrician, and then after that I moved to the big city, and then I managed to get a job as a trade assistant on the mines, which allowed me to get my mining tickets to therefore become an electrician on the mine and actually start making serious money. And that's about a 6-year journey. And now obviously I've been in mining for another 6 years on top of that. But yeah, so you never really know how your life's going to turn out, I suppose. Now I do make like, very, very decent wage, better than, most people. So, I'm not feeling the sting as much as others, but I definitely am still feeling it. But, it comes down to your life choices, Like, yeah, I might be flexing a little bit, even though there's people making way more money than me, obviously. No matter where you go, there's always somebody making a lot more money than you. Just look on the internet, you'll find 20-year-old kids making like $1 million a month. But hey, it's the world we live in today, isn't it? I'm just a 30-year-old boomer. So yeah, I might be flexing and all this, but man, don't get it twisted. The apprenticeship, the 4-year apprenticeship, was some of the worst times of my life. Okay, there were some days where like, yeah, I wanted to end it, if you know what I mean. No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it was bad. It was real bad. Like, God, where do I even begin? The bloke that I worked for was, one of the arseholes of the world. Okay, like, so he paid all us apprentices basically the award, which is like the minimum amount that you can pay an apprentice in Western Australia. And it doesn't matter what, for whatever trade, just he paid us the bare bones minimum. So as a first year apprentice, I was on $7.40 an hour. And this is back in 2011, so 2011. My first year I was on $7.40 an hour. And they'd have us up at the crack of dawn, digging trenches by hand, getting all calluses and cut up, blistered hands, busting our freaking backs. Like, I got a back problem now from it. You know, we'd be crawling through roof spaces, getting all fiberglass and shit all down our lungs, no safety or anything, breathing it all in, getting all fiberglass all through our hands, so it just scratches on everything, pulling our bodies across timbers to get into like the tiniest little spaces that you can get into. And this is like in 60 degrees freaking heat in Western Australia and countryside, farmlands. So you can imagine, like, you're up in the roof, covered in insulation, sweating. So probably the most covered in spider webs, spiders crawling over you. Like, some of the most horrible scenarios you can imagine. Like, that's where we have to put ourselves. And now I don't do that anymore because, you know, I'm in mining. I would never go back to that crap. But this is the sort of things that, you know, I had to do to get to where I am today. To become, you know, a qualified electrician and earn more money. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not passionate about being an electrician. Like, I freaking hate it. Like, I hate it. Like, I hate the tradesmen, I hate the people that I have to work with, the stereotypes around it. Like, seedy tradie, you know, have another ciggy butt, you know, the stigma around just being a tradie. And like, a lot of the people we work with, they're really stuck in their ways, and it's really like a closed door sort of industry. And like, you know, you have to fail first before you'll be shown how to actually do something properly. You have to fail a lot first, like in front of, you know, people. That's how you get taught in the industry. You know, it's just how it is. There's very stubborn sort of people that work in the industry. They all have the same sort of interests, you know, beer, footy, fishing, four-wheel drive, misses. Like, that's it, you know. And, you know, most of them don't really aspire to be much more than that. They don't really think outside the box and like realize that there's a whole other world out there, things that you can actually achieve. But yeah, I mean, I digress again. So if you're feeling the cost of living, man, if you're a young kid, you know, just try and I haven't made it sound very good, have I? Don't do an apprenticeship. Don't become an electrician. Like, I mean, you know, you have to go through the shit first to get to, you know, the good stuff. Because, you know, now my job is so cruisy. Because I work in mining, my work uniform is completely clean by the end of the day. Like, I hardly get dirty. I really just inspect stuff around the mines now. It's pretty much what I do. And I earn 10 times the amount I did as an apprentice. And I'm still just a regular employee, you know. I'm not a supervisor. I'm just boots on the ground. But just the line of work that I've managed to get myself in is, you know, paying really well. And it's clean. Very, very easy on the body. Most you have to do is flick some light switches. No, I'm just kidding. It's a bit more than that, but yeah. So yeah, man, if you don't know what you want to do, just do something, because it'll open up more opportunities as you move along. So just try and get an apprenticeship or try and get a traineeship somewhere. Look into maybe like the train industry. They offer traineeships. As a shunter, you can go work for a train company. They pay pretty good, and especially if you get into mining or something, train drivers are on more than me. Okay, more than me. They're on a lot of money in the mines. Yeah, that's what I'd do, man. Honestly though, I'd probably do something regarding social media, because the amount of money you can make is exponential if you can figure out how to start online businesses and scale them from a young age. Man, you'd have a massive advantage. Yeah, I'd try and look at like starting some sort of side hustle regarding social media while you're working, whether it be like you know, running ads for companies or drop shipping, you know, all the e-commerce stuff, or even just building your own like personal brand, like around whatever it is you're into, like bodybuilding, fitness, gaming, which yeah, finance, you know, whatever it is, man. Whatever you're studying at uni, man, just start a YouTube channel around that and just share your experiences. I'd say that would be a pretty bloody good endeavor and pay off in the long run if you just keep at it. Like my gaming channel, you know, didn't really get many views at the very start, and I still have hardly any subscribers. Like it's only got like 300 subscribers, but my videos get about 1,000 views. Like when I do upload, I have one video that hit 50,000 views. You know, that's pretty good for a 300 subscriber channel. And I haven't really been that consistent with it either. So yeah, I don't know, crazy. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd hop in and share that sort of info. Maybe inspire someone to take a bit more action in their life. And yeah, until the next video, guys, stay legendary.